This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, good morning, everyone. Today's topic, Diencephalon and third ventricle. Okay, you know that embryologically we can study anterior, posterior the neural tube and primary brain vesicles, forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain, forebrain and secondary brain vesicles, telecephalon, diencephalon, okay, and adult brain structures, cerebrium, okay, cerebral hemisphere, and consists of cortex, white matter, basal ganglia. Diencephalon consists of thalamus, hypothalamus, epithalamus, and lateral ventricle already yesterday finished. Now start with the third ventricle. Today's topic is third ventricle. Okay, forebrain, encephalon, diencephalon, Cephalon is a cerebellum and cerebral hemisphere, cortex, white matter, basal ganglia. Diencephalon consists of thalamus, hypothalamus, and third ventricle. Okay. Diencephalon, it is a part of the forebrain which lies above the midbrain between the lower part of the two cerebral hemispheres. Okay, it is a part of the forebrain. Okay, lies above the midbrain between the lower parts of the two hemispheres. Okay, two cerebral hemisphere, and consists of diencephalon, thalamus, the large oval mass gray matter, subthalamus, it is lies directly above the midbrain, hypothalamus lies in front of the subthalamus, and metathalamus formed by the lateral and medial genucleated body. Epithalamus is formed by pineal body, habeanial nuclei, and posterior commissure. Posterior commissure. And third vertical lies between the two of the diencephalon. Okay, so I can repeat. Site of the diencephalon is a part of the forebrain which lies above the midbrain between the lower part of the two cerebral hemisphere. It is consists of thalamus, subthalamus, hypothalamus, metathalamus, epithalamus. Thalamus is a large oval mass gray matter, is a directly above the midbrain. Hypothalamus lies in front of the subthalamus, and metathalamus is the front of the lateral medial genucleated body. Epithalamus is formed by pineal body, habeanial nuclei, and posterior commissure, and third ventricle lies between the two of the bicep. Okay, again subdivisions, divisions and subdivision, and this is derived from the two major parts. Pars dorsalis, pars ventralis. These subdivisions are seen in the mid-sagittal view of the brain, are separated from each other by shallow groove, the hypothalamic sulci, okay, hypothalamic sulcus, which extend from the interventricular foramen to rostral end. Okay, rostral end, not end of the cerebral aqueduct of the midbrain. Okay, and fossa dorsalis lies above the hypothalamic sulcus and consists of thalamus, metathalamus, epithalamus. Okay, so this is the picture. This is a sagittal section. Okay, sagittal section of the brain. This is a one sulcus. Okay, curved sulcus. You know that intraventricular foramen to cerebral aqueduct. This is a one curve. In upwards is a dorsal part. This is a ventral part. Okay, dorsal part, Prasad dorsal part is a consists of thalamus, epithalamus, and ventral part, subthalamus, hypothalamus. Okay. Next, again, Prasad dorsal lies below the hypothalamic sulcus and consists of subthalamus, hypothalamus. This diencephalon is divided into 5 parts: thalamus, metathalamus, epithalamus, subthalamus, hypothalamus. Each of this has a further subdivisions. Okay, this is a tabular form. And Prasa dorsalis, the thalamus and metathalamus again subdivided into medial, lateral, geniculate bodies. Medial, lateral, geniculate bodies. Epithalamus, pineal gland. Habeanial nuclei and commissures and Fabrion's nucleus and commissure and posterior commissure. Okay, passa ventralis, subthalamus and hypothalamus, subthalamus, subthalamic nuclei, zona and star. Okay, it is a further divided of the diencephalon. Okay, passa dorsalis. Okay, passa dorsalis, passa ventralis. Okay, it is a passa dorsal thalamus, epithalamus, passa ventralis, subthalamus, hypothalamus. Is a one sulcus. Okay, here is a raised structure. Okay, corpus callosum. Now go to the third ventricle. Okay, it is a anterior view of the skull. Okay, see, it is a lateral genicular ventricle, lateral ventricles, and connect with the third ventricle and continue as a fourth ventricle. In the figure, red color showing is a third ventricle. Okay, communicate the fourth ventricle and lateral ventricle communicated by the third ventricle. Okay, and third ventricle introduction is a cavity. Okay, cavity of the diencephalon, the extension from, okay, anteriorly is extension from okay, extension from lamina terminalis, okay, lamina terminalis, okay, lamina terminalis, and intraventricular foramen, okay, lamina terminalis too, and posteriorly cerebral aqueduct, okay, aqueduct of the midbrain, okay, is a extension from lamina terminalis anteriorly and foramen one row, okay, one row, and to the superior end of the cerebral aqueduct, okay, is an extension from the third ventricle. Anteriorly lamina terminalis, posteriorly cerebral aqueduct. Okay, is a superior part, okay, midbrain of the superior part. Okay, this shows is a linea terminalis, is a other aqueduct. Okay, and continues the fourth ventricle. Is extension from the third ventricle. See, is a and ventricle, lateral ventricle. This will start with the intraventricular foramen to an aqueduct of the midbrain. This is third ventricle. Okay, it is a lateral view of the brain. Okay, it is a lateral view of the brain. Okay. Next situation. It is a coronal plane section of the brain. Okay, coronal section of the brain. Situation of the median plane of the forebrain. The median plane of the forebrain. Communications. Okay, communications is a lateral ventricle. Okay, the lateral ventricles. Okay, the lateral ventricle to intraventricular. Okay, intraventricular foramens. Okay, intraventricular foramen through and pass it to the fourth ventricle through the and aqueduct of the midbrain. Next, continue as a fourth ventricle and central canal of the spinal cord. Okay, lateral ventricle is communicated with by third ventricle, the intraventricular foramen, and chordact of the midbrain is communicated with the fourth ventricle. Okay, fourth ventricle is communicated with the central canal of the spinal cord. Okay, and situation in the medial plane of the forebrain. communication with the lateral ventricle by the intraventricular foramen and with fourth, fourth ventricle through the aqueduct of the midbrain. Okay, that's boundaries of the third ventricle. Okay, anterior boundary, posterior boundary, okay, anterior boundary and posterior boundary and superior and inferior boundaries. Let's start with the anterior boundary. Anterior boundary is a linea terminalis. Okay, lamina terminalis, and anterior commissure. Okay, anterior commissure, anteriorly lamina terminalis, and anterior commissure, and anterior column of pronix. Okay, pronix is the anterior boundaries of the third ventricle, and anterior boundaries of the third ventricle consist of uh, lamina terminalis, okay, lamina terminalis, and anterior commissure, and anterior column of the pronix. Okay, anterior pronix. This is a ventricles. Okay, this is intraventricular group. Okay, intraventricular foramen. Okay, intraventricular foramen. Just next is the anterior boundaries. Let's start with the posterior. Okay, posteriorly pineal body, posterior commissure, okay, posterior commissure, and abdominal commissure or posterior commissure. Okay, posterior commissure, pineal body, and this is a abdominal commissure or posterior commissure. These are posterior boundaries of the third one. Next, floor. Floor is formed by optic chiasma, okay, optic chiasma and infundibulum, okay, optic chiasma. First one. Next one is a infundibulum. Next one, tuber cinerodium, okay, cinerium, okay, cinerium, and mammillary body, and posterior, okay, hello,
మన బోర్డర్
posterior
దాటిన తర్వాత
perforated
ఆ బోర్డర్
substances,
మన స్పందన
okay,
కార్యక్రమంలో
posterior,
పిల్లలు తీసుకున్నారు మన ఇట్లాంటి అది విషయం
okay, posterior perforated substances and tegmentum of the midbrain. Once again, repeat the floor. Floor is formed by optic chiasma, okay, and second one is infundibulum and tumor cinerarium, and mammillary body and posterior perforated substances and segmentum of the midbrain. It is formed by the interior boundaries of the third ventricle. And roof. Roof is not separate to the other supply, so let's separate the roof. Okay, superiorly telacardia and chordate plexus. Telacardia is the front roof of the third ventricle. It's a triangular. Okay, it's a triangular in shape. Okay, telacardia plexus is a triangular in shape. It is a third ventricle in the triangular in the shape. Okay, chordate plexus. It's not a. It's only separate from blood. Okay, show this. and stellar carotid. Okay, this is the foot below the fornix. This is stellar carotid with double layer of the pia matter. This is enclosed close to the and removal of the corpus callosum. Show this figure. Okay, just like this way. And lateral boundaries. Okay, two lateral boundaries formed by thalamic and hypothalamic of the ventricle. Okay, lateral ventricle. Okay, showing this blue color thalamus and hypothalamus that formed by the lateral boundaries of the third ventricle. Okay, once again repeat the boundaries. And start. This is a situation in the midplane of the foreplane, communication with the lateral ventricle by the intraventricular foramen, and with the fourth ventricle through the aqueduct of the foreplane. And boundaries. Anterior boundaries consist of lamina, okay, lamina terminalis and anterior commissure and anterior column of fornix. These are boundaries of the anteriorly of the third ventricle. Posteriorly, pineal body, posterior commissure, habular nucleus or habular commissure. Next, floor, optic chiasma, infundibulum, tubercularium, mammillary body, and posterior perforated substances and tegmental midbrain. And superior group is a stellar cortea and cortex plexus. Stellar cortex is the roof of the third ventricle, is a triangular in shape. Okay. So this cortex plexus, stellar cortex. Okay, just around to the roof. And that are formed by thalamic, hypothalamic. Once again, repeat. Third ventricle is space between the two thalami. Its anterior wall is formed by lamina terminalis. Its posterior wall is formed by the epithalamus. Okay, epithalamus. And roof formed by the which below the corpus callosum. Okay, its floor is formed by the optic chiasma, tubercularium, infundibulum, mammillary body. Okay, so this picture clear all boundaries. Okay, after the floor, okay, anterior boundaries and posterior boundaries and inferior boundaries and superior boundaries. And the anterior wall is formed by lamina terminalis, okay, optic chiasma, okay, and posterior formed by the posterior commissure, pineal gland, okay, and floor is formed by tegmentum part of midbrain, okay, mammillary body, must infundibulum, okay, infundibulum, and optic chiasma. Here we show the figure, simple diagram from the third ventricle boundaries. And now this recess. Recess means it is a space, okay, space, okay, and superior, okay, okay, superior optic recess, okay, either superior optic recess, infundibulum recess, okay, infundibulum recess, vulva, okay, it is a vulva, okay, it is a vulva, and pineal pieces and suprapineal pieces. And 4 pieces here. First one is a supraoptic pieces, infundibulum and vulva and superior pineal pieces. Okay. Anterior wall from above downwards, anterior column of connects, antecommissure and lamina terminalis. Okay, so this diagram should be foramen Monro. Okay, foramen Monro are called intraventricular foramen. Okay, intraventricular foramen or foramen Monro. Next one is anterior commissure. Okay, anterior commissure. And next one is the lamina terminalis and optic chiasma. Okay, optic chiasma and superior pineal pieces. Okay, superior and suprapineal pieces here, and anterior commissure or posterior commissure. Okay, anterior commissure or posterior commissure. That's here. Okay, next one is the pineal gland, and below is the posterior commissure. Okay, and above the pineal gland is the hypogynous commissure, and below is the posterior commissure. It's a pineal gland. Okay, it's an aqueduct. Okay, aqueduct. Next one, and the linear terminalis are optic pieces and infundibular pieces. Okay, so this and pineal pieces and supra. Okay, and above the suprapineal pieces, and these are optic pieces and infundibular pieces. So third ventricle, okay, the intraventricular foramen. Okay, intraventricular foramen. Okay. Next one, plexus. Okay, choroidal plexus or choroidal. Okay, choroidal plexus. The choroidal plexus of the third ventricle is hanged downwards, and from the cortex as a longitudinal andro-posterior vascular fingers. Okay, right, and fingers is a choroidal plexus and fold. Okay. Next, the blood vessels are contributing to its formations are derived from the anterior carotid arteries. Okay. This is CFS fluid, and each cavity of vesicles, okay, universe, epidermal cells, and below and the connective tissue of diameter and epidermal tissues and capillaries. Okay, the blood capillaries to the form and waste unnecessary solute structure and CNS cells and filter the communicate the glucose oxygen between. These are CNS. These are physiologically very important for cerebrospinal fluids. Okay, applied anatomy. Hydrocephalus is formed when there is absorption of the serous flow through the aqueduct, the enlargement of the skull. Hydrocephalus. Okay. This is when there is obstruction of the serous flow through the aqueduct. Okay, aqueduct. It is given to the 4 marks question from the university examinations. And thoroughly I will Diencephalon, third ventricle. You know that helicephalon, diencephalon. Diencephalon consists of thalamus, hypothalamus, epithalamus, and neural canal is the third ventricle. Okay? And diencephalon is a part of the forebrain which lies above the midbrain between the lower part of the two cerebral hemisphere. It consists of thalamus, subthalamus, hypothalamus, metathalamus, epithalamus, and thalamus is a large oval mass gray matter. Subthalamus is directly above the midbrain in front of the subthalamus. Metathalamus is formed by the lateral medial genital body. Epithalamus formed the pineal body. Two habeas nucleus, posterior formation. The third ventricle lies between the two of the septum. Okay, these are formation. This is a skull. Okay, intraventricular foramen 2 and cerebral aqueduct. This is sulcus one includes the dorsal and ventral part. Dorsal part is a thalamus, epithalamus, and ventral is a subthalamus, hypothalamus. And again, subdivisions of metathalamus is medial and lateral genital body. Epithalamus is the pineal gland, habeas nucleus, and commissure, and posterior commissure. And subthalamus is a subthalamic nucleus, zona ipsum. And anterior view, lateral ventricles, third ventricle, fourth ventricle, and extension. Introduction is the cavity of the diencephalon extends from the lamina terminalis anteriorly and posteriorly on the row of the to superior end of the central aqueduct of the midbrain posteriorly. Okay? And connecting stalk, okay, connecting stalk of the intrathalamic adherents. Okay, is attached with the two hemispheres. Okay, middle one, and anterior commissure and lamina terminalis and superior optic recess. Okay, here superior optic recess and optic chiasma. Okay, pineal gland. Okay, pineal gland and mammillary body. Okay, mammillary body and midbrain of the sectum. Okay, is formed by the third ventricle. Next one. And roof is formed by the caudal plexus of the third ventricle here. Okay, convex below of the third ventricle formed. Okay. Next one is a pineal gland. Okay, pineal gland and posterior commissure and quadrilateral plate and inferior corpus and cerebral aqueduct and cerebellum. Okay, this is communication with the cortex. And situation in the medial plane of the forebrain, communication with the lateral ventricle by the intraventricular foramen with the fourth ventricle to the aqueduct. Okay, two lateral ventricles communicate with the third ventricle, intraventricular foramen. Intraventricular foramen to aqueduct of the midbrain. The slit is called third ventricle. And boundaries: anterior lamina terminalis, anterior commissure, and anterior column of convex. It is a anterior boundary by the third ventricle. And posteriorly, pineal body, posterior commissure, habeas nucleus commissure. Okay, and floor of the chiasma in pendulum to the seniorium, mammillary body, posterior perforated substances and tegmentum of the brain. Okay, it is a floor formed by the third ventricle. And choroidal plexus. Okay, the choroidal is formed by the roof of the third ventricle. The choroidal in the roof of the third ventricle is a triangular in shape. Okay, and superiorly, okay, lateral bond is the thalamic, hypothalamic, and hypothalamus. Once again, repeat. Third ventricle is space between the two thalami. Anterior wall is formed by lamina terminalis. The posterior wall is formed by the epithalamus. Roof is formed by vela corti and below the fornix and corpus callosum. Floor is the optic chiasma and human seniorium and infundibulum mammillary body. Okay, recess is spaces of the superior optic recess, infundibulum recess, uvula, okay, vulva, okay, vulva and pineal recess, supra Union recess. Okay, anterior wall to posterior wall, and it is the optic recess, infundibulum recess. Okay, it is picture. Okay, supra, okay, supra pineal recess and pineal recess. And optic recess, infundibulum recess. This is intraventricular foramen. Ella fibers. Okay, the blood vessels are contributing to formation of the derived from the anterior carotid arteries. Okay, thank you.